Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a cool face-off between builds. It is what I would consider like an 8 out of 10 elemental build, something around those parts anyway. And that's kind of what you can expect. It's really hard to score higher on an elemental build, but it goes up against maybe a 9, maybe a 9.5 NAGA build. So super successful NAGA build my opponents were playing, and it is significant because you rarely get the idea of how these builds match up against one another when both players are similarly lucky, especially now that they just buffed Nagas. Nagas had a multitude of buffs, generally small things, but I think it impacted like 5 or 6 cards that are actually typically part of the main Naga builds. So, the impact of those changes is significant when it comes to playing late game Nagas, and I was pretty impressed. So I thought I'd leave you guys with that impression as well, so you can see what it's like and maybe increase your level of play. Take a look. Let's try Shanvala again. Actually play elementals this time. Especially not for Twitch. There's many non-Nintendo games. Okay. I guess that is part of it. A lot of games that I have seen on Switch release on Switch after like a different platform. So they get a lot of like the bugs and shit out of the way. That probably does help the reviews a lot. Also, Nintendo sticks to some franchises that are still quite popular. Like, they can just release another Pokemon game where you just go in the world and catch shiny shit, and people will like it, right? Hell, I like it.
Let the storm begin.
Damn.
So, you return to my shore.
All right.
You impress me, mortal.
Scary graph.
So, you return to my shore.
Need a drink?
Can't get much better start than this. Yeah, you can. But it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it. There's a lot of people with videos about the whole game review space. I don't know. If I'm honest with you guys, I've never taken a single game review website seriously.
Let the storm begin.
Ever. I have taken, like, individual people's opinion seriously. Just because I'm curious to hear out what some particular person might have to say about a game.
So, you return to my shore.
I feel like because I have like read game reviews and stuff, I think one part that I really see a disconnect with is like what they actually did in the game, because it's not enough to say like, I played this game for 20 hours. You've never heard of me, but 20 hours is a lot. And like, it just doesn't mean anything. But, you know, if I watch like a streamer play it, or if it's a YouTuber and I know how much they have played it because they explain it in some detail, I don't know, I think it carries a lot more weight. Rip. Pop. Nintendo is one of the most anti-consumer video game companies out there. What do they do against consumers? Fuck. Oh. Fine. Nintendo never drops their prices of video games, even after years of being on the market. Okay. Who says they have to? They do sales all the time. Your wallet? Oh, okay.
Let the storm begin.
One drop 5/4 seems buffed, man. My 1/4 made short work of it. Look, I'm not defending Nintendo. Nintendo was like, you know, a pretty lame company to deal with early on.
A mere ripple in the waters of the battleground.
Like, on YouTube, Nintendo was filing copyright claims if you just played a Nintendo game. Early on YouTube. It's like ridiculous, right? Nintendo was one of the companies that really solidified early YouTube copyright system. And it actually changed to be something similar to what it is now 10 years ago. It was actually why I was able to do this full time. Before 10 years ago on YouTube, if you uploaded video game content, your content was under the ownership of the video game company that you were playing, regardless of how much you added to it. There are very few YouTubers that manage to make that work and earn any money. Like a few that you may know of. There was, like in the Warcraft space, there were 2 YouTubers that made any money on YouTube before 10 years ago. Give me a second. Let's actually drop these.
Yours to command. Take a deep breath.
Need a drink?
A minnow in a stream.
There was Swifty, who would make like split content. Like he'd make some World of Warcraft videos and you couldn't monetize those, and then he'd make a few videos where it was like him doing some other real life shit, and then he'd monetize those. He made like a second channel that he could fully monetize. So he was making something. And then there was Athene that was like making World of Warcraft videos, but never ever actually playing World of Warcraft in any video to maximize YouTube revenue. Yeah, never. It's like talking about the video game, I guess. Holy fuck, those are crazy. But yeah, about 10 years ago, they changed it to where if you were making content, if it changed it enough, like if you were adding commentary or a guide or something like that, you could actually claim ownership over the video and make ad revenue from it. And like a couple months before Diablo 3 came out was the first month where I made any money on YouTube. I was like 50th biggest channel in Canada with like 30,000 subscribers at the time.
Stronger than most. this it goes. Here is your reward. A wise purchase.
Can't you see? Perhaps they need a lesson in pain.
Yeah, I made like $250, and I'm like, I could make 5 times as much videos and then survive off that money. So I put a leave in my job and try to make it work. But yeah, I do think that Nintendo was to blame in the early parts of YouTube, like 15 plus years ago, where they would claim ownership over a lot of the content just because they were playing Nintendo games. Which you can argue that they had a right to do, but by today's standards, they do not have the right to do that. So
It's no use drowning in this feeling. A wise purchase.
Need a drink?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Just a peek.
I suppose mortals must start small.
Perhaps they need a lesson in pain.
okay, we'll have to 1 million wonder this thing. Copyright laws is currently written as unconstitutional because it is unlimited with regard to the original author. If you're dead before it expires, that's unlimited. Yeah, I don't know that part of it.
Your power rocks the sea.
Okay.
Impressive.
This is my realm.
What to do? Guess we'll drop the party elemental. Fuck, let's drop that too.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Please don't burst my bubble.
This is no place for mortals. Yours to command.
Okay. Here we go again. 1 million wonder build. Looks pretty fucking bad. Alright. Buff something else? Nah, not yet. Not even a golden minion. We had some triples though, but they were just cards you'd sell back. We had the thing that puts an elemental in the tavern, and I mean the power elemental was actually pretty strong early on. So that wasn't a meaningless one actually. That one was pretty good.
And so it was gilded in glory!
Pain.
Need a drink?
Let's make this spicy. Can't you see? Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Stronger than most. Make good use of this minion.
Need a drink?
Fine.
A mighty warrior. Make good use of this minion.
Okay. Doesn't seem that bad.
Victory rolls in with the tides!
So close.
Impressive!
Can't you see?
A meager fee for me, as all return to the sea. A wise purchase.
Please don't burst my bubble.
Into the abyss it goes. Here is your reward.
Okay. I think this is actually decent. Turn 11 Nomi. Alright.
Your wave peaks! Ride it!
It's pretty strong. Limited scaling though.
Was that enough of a challenge for you? And so it was gilded in glory! Stronger than most. Into the abyss it goes. Here is your reward.
Take a deep breath.
Into the... That minion will make a big splash!
Oh no. That was definitely worst case scenario. Maybe not. We'll see, I guess. Buff the other thing? Nah.
You impress me, mortal.
Really? Thunder again.
Victory was yours from the start.
This is my realm.
Lead a drink.
A behemoth risen from the depths. Yours to command.
Oh yeah, Order, I should have played that first, that second. Try to get more buffs on that from the rags, that's true. How badly did he get beat up? Pretty fucking badly. Okay. Yeah, I need Argus and like a Leroy.
Impressive. Into the abyss it goes. Here is your reward.
My shield for Argus.
Please don't rip my bubble.
Your power.
Can't use a cleave to remove shields. I kinda need the buff. Yeah, it was an okay elemental run. Maybe I should have tried to keep Nomi a little bit longer. Yeah, it wasn't bad, I'd say. It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was turn 11 Nomi, so you can't really expect the most out of that one.